Hi, this is Bill Conrad, and welcome to 217. I'm the webmaster of the RMC, and tomorrow is our very first luncheon of 217. So I like to talk about three issues. And first of all, let's talk about tomorrow's luncheon, the membership for 217, and finally a little bit about the website and how to get around. So for tomorrow's luncheon, we have Assemblyman Ira Hansen and Jeff Church. They're going to be talking about WC1 tax. We are one of the highest taxed counties in the state, if not the highest taxed. And also, we're going to have Congressman Mark Amodei on, and Mark will be talking about the federal issues. So let's get right into the website. And first of all, how do you get reservations for tomorrow? So on the website, usually on the blog, this is the front page here, you go ahead and just hit reservations, and that will bring you into this form. Just fill it out and submit it, and that tells us to reserve a meal for you. We'd like you to go ahead and pay, but if you can't, you can pay at the door or drop a check or bring cash. Next, I'd like to talk briefly about the membership. So in membership, you go under the front page, which, by the way, the Club News is the front page, and it brings us to your blog. You hit membership, and you go ahead and you come to this page. And a lot of people ask, what do I get for my membership? Well, there's three types of memberships. The full membership is open to male Republicans. It's a voting membership, and it's $35. This associate membership, which I'm a member, is open to male and female Republicans. It is a non-voting membership, and that's since I deal with some of the money in cash and this website, I chose not to be a voting member. I let the board make the money decisions. And finally, there's a student membership. It's open to male and female Republicans. It's a non-voting membership. The benefits, first of all, you reduce the cost of the luncheons. The membership really helps us keep the cost down. Also, you can bring a first-time guest for $10 to a luncheon. As a member, you can attend all the board meetings. You can list your company. We've got a new benefit today. It's called Membership Connect, which I'll talk about a little bit later, but you can have your company or your personal information listed on Membership Connect if you wish. You can also sign up for a silver sponsorship. And then finally, as I mentioned earlier, members and male students can serve on the board of directors. Associate and full members can serve on the advisory board and any of the RMC committees. So when you go to this membership form, if you click the membership form here, it'll bring you to this page. You can just fill that out, bring it to a meeting, and bring your check. Or if you wish to pay in advance, go ahead and click the credit card, and it will go to PayPal. Okay, if you have a PayPal account, you can pay two different ways. You can go to pay with a login if you have an account, but if not, you can just go right here to credit cards, and you can pay with your credit card. So you don't have to be a member. It works really well. So for three, let's talk about the website. First of all, you've got your blog here, which is the news, which comes out. If you want to get notification of the blog sent to you, you can fill out this little subscribe to our blog. We also have, this is called the widget column. We talked about the members. If you want to be a silver sponsor, which my wife and I are, it costs $100. You can go ahead and submit a sponsorship, and there's a whole load of benefits that go with that, including links here to your website and your business, as well as a timeline interview. We have a connection to our Facebook site, as you can see. And if you want to submit to the RMC newsletter, which goes out once or twice a month, you can go ahead and fill that out. Okay, now let's go up into the menus. We've got the Club News, which is your home. Reservations, you can make a reservation here for lunch or dinner by going here if you can't find the other reservation links. Past events, they're wonderful. You can see them here. We have many videos and connections on the past events. Resources, you can subscribe to the letter here, which I would like you all to do. We have about 407 people on our subscription list right now. I'd like to get more. We have Membership Connect. And I'd like to talk briefly about Membership Connect. It's a new benefit open to all members, associate or full membership. Go ahead and fill this out if you want your business listed. We're going to have a Membership Connect listing so we all can support each other and have background information. You don't have to be on this list, but we have, again, both members. And if you want to put your personal information on, we'd love to have your personal information. So go ahead and fill that out and submit it, and we'll be creating a Membership Connect page by next meeting. And finally, I want to talk about the RMC TV. That's kind of a more exciting area. It's really growing, and we're consolidating and putting everything in one place. So love you to go to RMC TV. Go ahead and hit subscribe. It won't spam you or hurt you, but it really helps us with our ratings and builds up our ability to do other things with YouTube. We only have 17 subscribers, so we want to see that up around 100 or 200 subscribers. So without further ado, let's go back to the homepage. And I want to show you on these blogs some of the things that we want to do. Ideally, we're going to put up a little phone interview of the guest ahead of time. And this is what it sounds like as we finish up. So welcome to a Timeline phone interview. It's a short one. We're getting ready for the RMC luncheon, and we have Jeff Church on, and Jeff Church is going to be talking about WC1 here in Washoe County in Nevada, Reno, Nevada, that is. And Jeff will also be on for a Timeline. So Jeff, you've got great credentials, but let's just talk about the issue that you're going to talk about at the luncheon on the 17th of January.
Sure. We're going to talk about WC1. WC1 is the massive sales tax increase that did pass in the last November election. It's for Washoe County only, and it raises the sales tax by over half a penny to 8.26%, making it the highest in the state and among the highest in the nation, approximately sixth highest in the nation. It's going to cost the taxpayer of Washoe County about $87 million a year, and it was a bait and switch. Some people think it's not, but it's forever. It never ends. And there's basically no way to shut it down. So that's what WC1 is. Now, why are we talking about it since the election's over and we're stuck with it? Well, there's a number of legal issues that we're still going to be addressing. It was a flawed measure. We don't believe it's going to pass legal muster, and so we're going to be addressing it and speaking on that at the RMC on that subject.
Well, that's interesting. So you don't think it'll pass legal muster. Why is that? That's the first time I've heard this.
Well, the first thing is that the Registrar of Voters admitted that she didn't follow the law. Nevada Revised Statute 295-121, if anybody wants to look it up. And I was on the two-person committee that was drafting the opposition argument, and the registrar unilaterally took our rebuttal argument off of the ballot. So it never appeared in the sample ballot people were sent. And she appointed two committees, one with 4 on the pro side and one with 2 on the con side, when by law you're supposed to have 2 committees of 3. And you can see the reasoning. 3 is fair, 3 allows, if there's any dissent, a majority rule, and none of that happened. And then there's some basic constitutional questions, some really basic tax issues with WC1 that go way beyond that. So those are all issues that are going to need to be addressed. And it's a bad tax. It's not fair. It's a way for the builders to avoid builder fees, and it passes it on to the back of the taxpayer, the sales tax. But on the other hand, too, I just bought a new car, new pickup truck, and I bought mine in Carson City because you can save so much. Again, this is a Washoe County tax. So if you can save $700, $500, even $1,000 in sales tax by going to Fernley or by going to Carson or Minden, well, I think people are going to do that. So it's really going to hurt Washoe more than it's going to help.
Jeff, I have to laugh at that because I just came off of Christmas vacation, and we make sure that we fill up at Costco's going and coming down in Carson City. It's actually 20 some odd cents cheaper a gallon by doing that.
Yep. Yes, it's 30 cents cheaper a gallon in Fernley. I just filled up the other day. So, yep, tax, and it's a Washoe tax. And I took a long trip and I rented a car, but I paid 50% tax for the car. In other words, a $100 rental car cost me $50 in tax, and it's mostly Washoe County tax, airport tax, that kind of a thing. It's just tax.
Yeah, actually the taxes generally are more than what the cost of renting the car is here in Washoe and Reno.
In some cases, that's true. Yep, you get a good deal, and your taxes are still set and going to be higher. It's incredible.
You got to use Hotwire. Yeah, it's true. It's one thing I noticed about Nevada. Now I'm sort of adopted Nevada. One thing I do like is there's no income tax, and both you and I are retired from the military. We've got some military retirements. You have public, you have the police retirement. So it is nice to have that. And we get a lot of people moving here from especially California and other places who've been in public safety. And that's one of the benefits. We don't have an income tax, which makes it really nice for retirees. But I'll tell you what, if you're running a business here, there are quite a few taxes that you don't expect that you have to comply with.
Especially in the city. Washoe County is better, but, Minden, Fernley, Douglas County, all those other places are even better.
Right.
But Reno is the highest tax city in the state. They're taxed at the maximum rate, and then they've tried to add more fees and taxes, such as the downtown police district. So, yeah, it's tax, 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 and it never ends. And WC1 is another example. And for those people that attended any debates or heard me speak or heard the other side speak, you heard the other side say that this money would not be used for salaries, only for building and repairs. Well, guess what? We attended the last meeting. The outgoing Board of Trustees approved about $1.8 million, I believe it is, in salaries out of WC1. I stand corrected, $2.8 million. And then additional $50,000 for cars to chauffeur them there. And that's out of the promised WC1 money that was supposed to be used for building. We predicted it. If you attended any debates, you heard the other side deny it, and they just did it.
Hey, Jeff, one last question before we finish up today, and I'm going to have you back down on a timeline soon, and that'll be a longer interview. But how did you get involved with fighting this tax? What's your little bit of background? How did you get involved?
I run a website, renopublicsafety.org, and we've been fighting the tax battle where they promised us more police and fire, and they put the money in the general fund. So that's how I got involved, dealing with this fire divorce issue between the county and the city and just trying to be a good citizen and giving back. And I just happened to attend a meeting of the school committee that was looking at the potential tax. And, I heard them say that it was $781 million over 9 years. And when they did the bait and switch and made it forever, that's when I got involved. And so I had no intention of getting involved, but when they did the bait and switch, and it's not 7.81 or 781 million, it's forever. It's billions. It's going to be $1 billion every 10 years. And of course, it'll be more than that with inflation. And so that was what put me over the edge. I just don't like being lied to.
Very good. Well, thank you, Jeff, for coming on today. We look forward to seeing you on the 17th at the Atlantis. That's Atlantis Casino. Awesome. And it should be a very interesting discussion. You're going to be on with Ira Hansen, and our congressman is going to be there also.
Awesome. We look forward to it.
Thanks. Thanks again, Jeff.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the RMC TV, and I hope to see you tomorrow at the January 17th luncheon.